Yes, very good evening, one and all. Today we are going to have the second topic on self-love. We had another earlier session on the self-love during crisis time. We are going to have another self-love, and today is about only self-love.
Yes, today is the day of self-love, actually.
On behalf of the Department of Psychology, American College, Madras School of Social Work, Chennai, MHLM Institute of Madurai, and different association, I welcome you for this amazing session on self-love. I'm happy to welcome you on behalf of the department and the core team members and the participants over here. And I will take a minute to introduce the speaker to you all here. Dr. Kavita is a doctorate in education, and she's having a master's in food science and technology, master's in English, master's in education, master's in psychology. And for her credit, she has published more papers in national, international conferences, as well as she was an invited speaker for different workshops. As of now, she published articles in more reputed journals, and she has, for her credit, she's having edited books and 3 books for her credit. And there are many institutions, they were invited her as a speaker for a different forum. Some of the institutions are here, and she is a member of prestigious bodies like under Board of Studies of Chaudhary Devi Lal University, and life member for Council for Teacher Education, and member for Executive Committee in Indian Association of Teacher Educators, life member for Bharat Vikas Parishad, Faridabad. And not only that, for her credits, there are many more. Some of the, she's an editor, associate editor and life member for different journals, and her specialization is on teaching, and especially she's very good in that adopting innovative techniques in that field. Earlier, she was one of the active participants for our initiative, and today with us as a speaker. Thank you for accepting our invitation, Dr. Kavita. The floor is yours. We are eagerly waiting to hear a lot more about self-love. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Suresh, for a nice introduction. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So, let me start.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Suresh for a nice introduction and giving me this opportunity to interact with you all. And I also would like to congratulate the American College, Madurai, and Madras School of Social Work for organizing a series of webinars on the very much needed topic that is mental health in the time of crisis. So, and today is a very great day. As the speaker told me before, is also self-love. And I am also going to talk about self-love. So it's very great, I think. So let me start my screen sharing.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So let's start with today's discussion on topic self-love. This is really a wonderful topic and close to my heart. So to make this session interactive, first of all, I want to ask something like, do you love yourself? Please comment in chat box. Do we love ourselves?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Yes, that's great. We all love ourselves. Yes, that's great. So, before starting this, I want to know that how will you define self-love? What is self-love? What's your opinion about self-love?
No,
I'm not able to get the chat. Here is chat. Just a minute. Here is chat.
Next to share screen, you have chat symbol, ma'am. You can go through that.
But it is not visible. Just a minute. Yes, now it is visible. I'm sorry. So very good. There are so many comments like accepting yourself even through accept as you are with our strengths and weaknesses, love ourselves, accept me as it is. That's very good. That's very good. There are so many comments in the chat. So we can see that we can define self-love in number of ways like love for self, respect for self, regard for one's happiness, taking care of our needs, and so on. But in my opinion, what is my opinion about self-love? I think self-love is something about self-discipline. Self-discipline, which is the sign of our inner strength and control of our actions and reactions. We can use self-discipline to do the things that we know that the things that we should do or we should not do for our betterment. Some people equate it with sometimes selfishness. Some people said that self-love is some sort of selfishness, but it is not true. Self-love is not selfishness. First of all, we have to delete this limiting belief from our mind because if we start thinking in this way, we cannot take good care of ourselves. So we have to stop believing this that self-love is somewhat selfishness. So self-love is not selfishness. So it is very much okay to put your needs first. So let's start with the short test. Don't afraid, it's not that kind of test. It is something mirror test. You can call it a mirror test. What you have to do, imagine yourself in front of a mirror. Just like this picture, imagine that you are in front of a mirror and then rate accordingly, according to this scale. The scale is visible to all. So here numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 given, and the smileys are also given. If you feel happy, give yourself number 4. If you feel cheerful, then 3, then so, then 2. And if you feel not so good about yourself, so rate your emotions accordingly. For that, you have to observe your thoughts or your emotions carefully. And after that, please give yourself a number. Okay, that's good. Very good. Number 4. Again, number 4, 4, 4. That's very good. हम सभी बहुत खुश हैं अपने आप को आईने में देखकर. We feel very good after looking at the mirror. That's good. Number 2 is also there. 2 again. That's good. Okay, that's very good. Okay. So this is a short test or your emotions. Now, after recognizing your emotions, I want to say what is the need of self-love? Why we are here? We are here because we want to know something about self-love, or we actually love ourselves. That's why we are here. So, what is actually the need of self-love? Why we talk about self-love? So, I think first need is contentment and satisfaction. What is satisfaction? Satisfaction is something being happy about our life. When we are happy about ourselves, we feel satisfied, we feel contented. And when we doubt ourselves or we avoid taking risks and we ourselves back from inspired actions. So we allow opportunities to pass by. So self-love brings us contentment, satisfaction, and it makes us so happy. So it is very much necessary. And self-love brings success. How we can say that self-love brings success? There is a great saying that success does not bring happiness, but happiness brings success. So this is very true that success does not bring self-love and self-love brings success. So when we accept ourselves, when we start accepting ourselves for who we are and accept or establish clear boundaries for our life, then we are more apt to live a fulfilling and rewarding life, I think. And we'll also surround ourselves with people who add value to our life. So self-love brings happiness. Then motivation. Obviously, self-love motivates us a lot. Until we value ourselves, we won't value our time. And if we won't value our time, we'll not do anything with it. So, self-love motivates us. Then it is a time to start the recipe for self-love. I prepared a recipe, healthy, nutritious recipe for self-love. So I think in the time of pandemic, we are trying new recipes. We are trying some delicious and nutritious recipes. But I think need of self-love recipe is most needed in this time. So let us discuss the recipe for self-love. And for discussing the recipe for self-love, we need some ingredients. So let's have a look to the ingredients. So we need 4 cups of time, 2 cups of acceptance, 2 mugs of passion, 2 mugs of meditation, yoga, exercise, and 3/4 cup of forgiveness, half cup of sharing. So you can adjust the ingredients according to your choice or according to your needs, according to your taste, I can say. You can adjust these. So let's start with the recipe. The first step for this recipe is take time to appreciate yourself, because uh, uh, when someone does something to us, we usually say thank you so much, you did this thing to me, you did that thing to me. But how many times do we say thank you to ourselves? How many times in a day? I think very rare, very rare we say thank you to ourselves. So, we can appreciate ourselves, or rather, we should appreciate, we must appreciate ourselves. Why? We can appreciate ourselves for being thankful for our body, which is functioning so properly, and we are watching, we are listening, we are interacting only because of our body is functioning in a proper way. So, be thankful for your body, and we must be grateful for our natural talents. Do you agree that we all have some natural talents? Agree? We all have some natural talents. So be thankful for those natural talents. So so we all are. Can you see that on the screen? We are very much different. We are very much different in our complexions, our shapes and sizes. We all are different, and so but who among us appreciate? Is who among us is most appreciative, make the best use of what they are given. So don't wait for other people. Tap on your back and appreciate yourself. Say thank you to yourself. Today is the time to say thank you to ourselves, because we are somewhat, we are good mothers, we are good fathers, we are good teachers, and so on. We are doing so much in our life, and we never say thank you to ourselves. ये तो बहुत अन्याय है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो सबसे पहले first of all we must thank ourselves, that body that is very much useful, that stays every time with us. So first step is take time to appreciate yourself. Then second most important step is meditation, yoga and exercise. I really believe that this is the most important step in the preparation of this recipe, because when we practice yoga, when we practice meditation or exercise, our primary focus is on our body and our mind. There are no distractions at the time of yoga, at the meditation. There's nothing in our mind. Our total focus is on our mind and our body. And yoga is sometimes known as journey of self-discovery. During yoga or during meditation or during exercise, we discover ourselves. So it is known as journey of self-discovery. So yoga is a beautiful practice, And especially it is beautiful practice for those people who are suffering from depression, anxiety, or any other mental disorders. And that is because as it slowly and lovingly allows a holistic way to heal these emotions. So the recipe of self-love, the meditation, yoga, and exercise is a very good practice or very good step. Next is never, never, never compare yourself with others, because we are unique. We are unique creations of God. So never compare yourself, because comparison is the thief of joy. When we start comparing, we start depressing, feeling depressive. So don't compare yourself with others. But it is very much natural. Comparison is very much natural. When we see better than ourselves, we start comparing. So how can we get rid of this habit of comparison? So first of all, we have to aware about thoughts, our own thoughts. When we recognize our thoughts, when we are aware about that we are comparing ourselves with others, then we can stop. But until we cannot aware, we cannot stop. So first of all, we have to be aware about our thoughts, then we can stop it. But then also it's very difficult. For that, we can take a practice. What kind of practice? That is, start counting your blessings. Start counting what you have rather than what you don't have. So if we start counting our blessings or our strengths, then this habit of comparison will be over. So, and we are not perfect. Other than God, no one is perfect. So it's okay if you are imperfect. It's okay with your imperfections. Don't compare with don't compare yourself with others. And next is the discard your negative filter. It is a very bad habit of ourselves to focus on negatives. Maximum times we focus on negatives, negatives, and negatives. But this is a very bad habit, I literally say. Just focus on your thoughts and try to find evidences of that. Everything happens to you is actually bad. Everything is bad. Try to find the evidence. And I am sure that it is very unlikely that everything is really bad. You cannot find that everything is really bad. So focus on the positive things you have. So discard your negative filter. So otherwise your recipe for self-love will not be okay. Then next is the distance yourself from those who brings you down. It is very much normal that our social circle is very much important. But nowadays that social circle can be double-edged sword. Why? Because it is a common saying that friends enrich our life. We all know that friends enrich our life, but it is not true always. Some people take great joy in others' failures. Today is it's very common. We can see it as jealousy. We can see it as gossip, aggressive comments, or verbal challenges, and so on. So maintain the distance, or it is a time to redefine your relationships. Then only you can develop the love for yourself. So you should always have complete control over how involved someone is in your life. Or there's nothing wrong with holding someone at more of a distance while still staying in touch with him or her. So next is, this is very much interesting. Spend some time with hobbies, memories, and friends. Because when we spend our time with our hobbies, our memories, or our friends, we find our true strength, or it boosts our self-confidence or self-esteem, we can say. It always reduces stress, and it sometimes gives us a sense of accomplishment, I can say. So spend your time with your hobbies, your memories, and with your friends. But nowadays, don't go outside. Spend some time with your friends on telephone only. So next is very much interesting. Be mindful. Here, two mindful words are there: mindful or mindful, double L and single L. So what does it mean? Being mindful. I mean, single L, Being mindful is careful or aware about what you are doing. Awareness of the present moment is mindfulness. And but sometimes our mind is so full with thoughts or thinking a lot or having too much in our mind. So our mind can get busy very quickly, and we often lose control of our happiness. So by mindfulness practice or being mindful, we can grow our strength and find the power of self love. So it is a very much good practice of mindfulness, and mindfulness is simply the observation of our thoughts. We can observe our thoughts, and it is the secret of changing our core behaviors and making sure we are giving ourselves a recipe of success. If we love ourselves, through success is not much away. So next step for this recipe is stay focused on your needs rather than wants. In nowadays, we are focusing on needs rather than wants. But before that, we always focus on our desires, our wants. We need this, we want this, we want this. That person have this, that person have this. I also want this, I also want this. So there's always conflict between heart and head. So follow your heart. I can say that to follow your heart. Why follow your heart? Because we have to learn to distinguish our mind and heart, because the heart often speaks to us quietly and with common sense, but mind to mind tends to rationalize our desires. Mind always says he has something, you should have this, you should have that. So I must say that follow your heart. Next is a be a life coach to yourself. Whenever we find ourselves directionless or uncertain about the future, what a life coach can do. A life coach can help us in figuring out the goals by helping us in developing a plan uh, for achieving the goal. But but we can avoid the need or expense of life coach. But how? How can we avoid that? How can we be our life coach? We can do some steps for that. First, we can start a journal, and we can write everything, every single thought, every single emotion in that journal. Then we can watch our emotional responses, how we are feeling, and we can evaluate each of our significant relationship, what kind of relationships we have. And we can walk through each phase of our life, and we can try new things. So we can very easily become our life coach. So next is the accept what you cannot love. It is a common saying that if you don't like something, change it. But if you cannot change it, change your attitude. So many a times the thing, various things happens we simply have no control of. So what should I do? For example, we cannot change my past to change my present or to make my present better. So what should I do? We have to accept our past. We have to accept the things which I cannot love. So we must be able to reassure ourselves that everything in life happens for a reason, and we are still capable of doing great things in life. So acceptance is very much needed for self-love. Then don't expect too much from others. Expectation leads to frustration always. Believe me, always leads to frustration. Expectation is the root of all heartache. So most of us get disappointed when our expectations are not met. But if we want to be successful, the important thing is not to expect anything from anyone. Because being unable to meet unrealistic expectations may lead to negative self-valuation, and you may start thinking about self-blame or something like self-criticism, etc. So don't expect anything from anyone, and don't be judgmental. Sometimes we are so judgmental that we forgot to love the people. As Mother Teresa said, if you judge people, you have no time to love them. So don't be so judgmental that he is very good, he's so bad, he shouldn't do like that and that and that. So don't be so judgmental if you want to love yourself. then this is all about the recipe of self-love. But without seasoning, there's no flavor, there's no taste. So we need some seasonings too. So here are the seasonings. Seasoning may be resilience, kindness, appreciation, caring, or you can add other spices of these like these. So which can add flavor or spices or a better taste to your recipe of self-love. So these are some seasonings. So the world needs more people who love themselves. So before going ahead or before saying thank you, this is not the end of my presentation. So I want to share something because the things I have told you is already known to us. As ma'am also told some of things earlier, and very much these all things we have known. But then there's time to implement the things. Many a times we forget the things like acceptance, forgiveness. We forget that. How can we remember at the time of need when we need actually the self-love? So I want to share my journey of self-love. Can I share my journey of self-love?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you can.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So my journey starts from my transition phase when I entered my college, school to college. I was so shy. I was so pessimistic, and I don't love myself. And rather, I hate myself at that time, at my transition phase, because I was not so intelligent, and my looks was not so good. I was very much plumpy, and my classmates were so slim and beautiful. So that was a very bad phase of my life because I was very pessimistic. I met various people, positive people, negative people. But one girl changed my life. That was my friend Manisha. I'm very lucky to have her in my life. So she entered my life. She's very joyful. She's very cheerful. She enjoyed every moment of her life. I want to share her philosophy of life with you so that we can love ourselves more and more. Her basic philosophies of life is she always said, everything happens for a reason, either good or bad. Everything happens for a reason. जो होना है वो होना है. चिंता किस बात की है? What's meant to be will be. So don't worry about anything. So and secondly, she said that when we have some stress, like at that time when we were taking exam stress, she always said that start thinking what will be the extreme. What will the extreme of that? What kind of stress? Any kind of stress you have, think about the extreme of that. And extreme of that is that you will die. Nothing more than that. Extreme of every step, every stress is that you will die. Then what's special with you? Everyone will die one day. So what is special? There's nothing special. So don't take stress. If you want study, we'll fail. But it's a matter of only 365 days. We'll try and we'll pass. So don't take stress. So this is these are some philosophies of her that she made me optimist. She made me confident. And after that, I started loving myself. I accepted me the way I was. And I stopped comparing. This is a very, very important point that I stopped comparing myself with other people. And I have forgiven me for all the wrong that I did to myself or to others. So forgiveness is also very much important ingredient for the recipe of self-love, I can say. And today I'm in front of you. I love myself. I am successful too. And I can say that I am my favorite. And so this is all because I love myself. So start loving yourself. Life is really, really very much beautiful. If you start loving yourself, you will enjoy your life. So this is all about from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kavita. That was excellent, and it was like a reinforcement for what Rama ma'am has emphasized in the earlier session. Thank you so much. And um, we have questions from the participants.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, they didn't have the name DS. Can you please go ahead with your question? Please unmute your mic and ask the question. We have a participant who have raised the hand. We don't know the name. DS. Okay, we have a question from.
Hello,
Yes, yes,
am I audible?
yes, yes.
Ma'am, really, it was a wonderful session, ma'am, to know about ourselves and have to give respect to ourselves. I have a question. Though we know that we should not compare with others, we have to surround with the positive thoughts. Though we know everything, at certain time we cannot follow this.
Yes, 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 yes.
So, what should I do in this case?
For that, I mentioned earlier that we have to be mindful. If we aware about our thoughts, our emotions, then we can control these things very easily. But we are preoccupied with many thoughts. So these preoccupied thoughts, sometimes we are ready to react rather than to respond. So start listening properly to other person, and then aware about your thoughts, other thoughts, and empathy works here. I think empathy is very much needed. We always do sympathy, but forget about empathy. When we start empathize with other people, it will help, surely help.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Dependency is inevitable sometimes, madam.
Pardon?
Dependency is inevitable sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Agreed with you that dependency is inevitable sometimes. But self-love is different from dependency, I think. Self-love is something else. Self-love is respect yourself, dependency. Because, for example, I can say I am dependent on my husband for many things. I'm dependent on someone else for different things. Dependency is something else. When I know that I am dependent on my husband for this thing. This is a simple, I think, simple way. But self-respect or self-love is something else. So you cannot relate dependency with self-love.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have question from Varsha Nagpal. Varsha ma'am, can you please unmute and ask the question?
मैम मैंने ये पूछना था, हमारे आसपास के लोग काफी नेगेटिव होते हैं, वो सेल्फ लव को अफेक्ट करते हैं, उनको कैसे ओवरकम करें?
जब हमारे आसपास के लोग इतने नेगेटिव है, हम जानते हैं कि वो लोग नेगेटिव है, वो लोग नेगेटिव है। अभी मैंने बोला कि वी आर रेडी टू रिस्पॉन्ड, रेडी टू रिएक्ट रादर देन टू रिस्पॉन्ड। तो पहले उनकी बात समझो। अगर वो नेगेटिव है, मैंने एक स्लाइड में बोला था स्टे डिस्टेंस, मेंटेन अ डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम नेगेटिव पीपल। उनके साथ रहते हुए हम उनसे डिस्टेंस कैसे बना सकते हैं? थॉट्स हमारी ऐसी हो कि हम एक डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करके रखें उनके साथ, अपनी थॉट्स को पॉजिटिव रखें, उनकी नेगेटिव थॉट्स को अपने ऊपर नहीं आने दें। हमें वी नो दैट व्हाट अदर पीपल आर थिंकिंग, व्हाट अदर पीपल आर डूइंग। इफ वी आर अवेयर, वी आर पॉजिटिव, देन दूसरे लोगों की नेगेटिव थिंकिंग इतना ज्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं करेगी, आई थिंक।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
Ma'am,
Hello,
next
ma'am.
question is participants, please. I will be taking care of the question and answer sessions. Whoever have questions, kindly raise your hands. Okay. Next, we have a question. Ma'am, can you please ask difference between sympathy and empathy?
Okay. Sympathy is very much simple thing. When we sympathize with other people that he has some problem, we show sympathy that don't worry, it will be okay. But empathy is something else. Empathy is putting yourself in someone's other shoes. So feel the pain of other people, feel the emotions of other people is empathy. But sympathy is only consoling. I think that this is the basic difference between sympathy and empathy.
Next question is from R.S. Padma ma'am. Padma ma'am, can you please unmute yourself and ask the question? Yes, Padma ma'am. Okay. Before Padma ma'am could join, ma'am, we have a question. When someone is demotivating us always, I mean, when others are demotivating us always, how can we overcome that?
For that, I mentioned in one slide that yoga, exercise, meditation is very good practice. When we demotivated, when we feel low in our energy, so with the help of exercises, yoga, meditation practices, we can re-energize ourselves. This is very good practice, and we can talk to someone uh, whose thoughts are positive, not negative thought people. We can talk to someone positive people, or we can do some exercises like that. Uh, these are some ways we can re-energize ourselves.
Next question we have from Aarti ma'am. How to stop overthinking?
This is very much nowadays we overthink about like corona. Every time news is there, corona, 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 and we started overthinking whether I'm not infected, this and that. Simple sneezing causes depression sometimes. Simple coughing causes depression. Oh my god, I'm sneezing. Oh my god, I'm coughing. So we started overthinking, overthinking. So this I think we can divert our mind to positive things. When we divert our mind to positive things, we can stop overthinking, or we can indulge ourselves in our hobbies. I can say, as I earlier told, that we can spend time with our memories, we can spend time with the hobbies. So these are some ways we can stop overthinking.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is from Sangeeta Vadva, ma'am. Sangeeta, ma'am, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am. A very nice session. I'm audible.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to ask, as what as I observed as a psychologist, like a female, like we are a very motherly. So sometimes we forget love ourselves. We love others more than ourselves. So many times I'm feeling stressed out or depressed, and many of my friends suggesting me, why are you facing this? Because you're not loving yourself. First, you start love yourself. So I always thinking, because I'm working as a psychologist, as a social worker, but because I am too more into the motherhood, so I always not able to do it, love myself. So the previous slides, previous presentation, and your presentation, it was very, very impressive, and thanks to Lord both of you, and congratulations. So just I wanted to know ki how I can improve myself to love myself inside myself.
The answer was in my first slide. Take time to appreciate yourself. You have so many strengths. You are a mother, you are a good mother. Your face told that you are a good mother, and you are so lively, cheerful. So take time to appreciate yourself. You have so many strengths. You're so beautiful. So appreciate your beauty, appreciate your strength. You will feel energized.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am. Thank you, Kaita ma'am. And next question, that's Padma ma'am is not able to connect. She sent her question. I am loving myself more, but comparing to loving myself, I am loving others. If they are not spending much time, I'm felt more depressed and stressed. I'm not able to recover myself, ma'am.
Don't expect anything from anyone. As I already told, I have given the answer of all these questions in my slide. Don't expect anything, because expectation always leads to frustration. That is the reason of your frustration, because you expect. Unconditional love is needed. When you love someone, that must be unconditional. Don't want anything in return of that. So unconditional love cannot cause frustration, but when you start expecting that love in return of that, it causes frustration, I think. So don't expect, love unconditionally.
Next question is from Shobha Rani from Manohar Memorial College.
Oh, she is my student.
Okay. Probably she can go ahead with her question.
Okay, Shobha, you can ask me directly. शोभा, are you there?
जब कोई बात माइंड पर है
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hi, yes, Shobha.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, good evening.
कैसे हो मैम?
I'm good. What about you?
मैम जब कोई बात माइंड पे हावी होने लगे तो कैसे उसको ओवरकम करें?
कोई नेगेटिव बात, आप नेगेटिव बात की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, है ना?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
कोई नेगेटिव
मान
बात
लो
आके
जैसे किसी पर्सन ने ट्रस्ट तोड़ दिया, किसी पर्सन ने ट्रस्ट तोड़ दिया तो वो ना माइंड में घूमती रहती है, तो उसको कैसे ओवरकम करें?
हाँ, we are social being. मैंने पहले बोला कि हम सब सोशल बीइंग है, we all are dependent on each other, but सोशल सर्कल या जो फ्रेंडशिप है आज के टाइम में डबल एजेड स्वॉर्ड का काम करती है, जैसे
हम
हम भी
अंग्रेजी
बात
में
कर रहे
बात
हैं.
करें यहाँ
Okay, okay,
पे
okay,
Yes,
okay, no problem, ma'am, no problem. As I earlier told that friendship is a double-edged sword, so we cannot face everyone. But if our trust is broken, we are emotional human beings, and we have emotions. So it's but natural that you feel hurt or you feel low. It's very much natural. But resilience in seasoning, I mentioned a word resilience, bouncing back. Don't overstress that you are feeling low, you are feeling depressed. It's very much natural. And it's very much okay. When you're crying also, this is very much okay if you are crying. But after crying, you must feel that again rise up, again stand up. This make it the past and focus on your present. Made that thing to the past. So you can generate positive thinking.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. Next question we have from Ayushi. Ayushi, can you please unmute yourself and ask the question?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, team. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, as you said just now that we shouldn't expect anything. But when we are working for society, or when we know that something is happening very wrong, and when we work towards it, we expect change. And in many cases, when it doesn't happen, it actually affects a lot, affects us. So what about that?
Like charity begins at home, change starts at yourself. First of all, we have to change ourselves. We want to that what change we want to see in other person
Yes.
society. We have to change. For example, like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we
Yes,
want
ma'am.
cleanliness, but that we have to start from ourselves. Or slowly you can spread this habit to the other people, or do what you can do at your level. Don't get frustrated, but do what you can do at your own level.
Yes, ma'am.
Start focusing on the solution rather than focusing on problem. Maximum times we focus on the problem only. That is why we get depressed. So start focusing on solution rather than focusing on problem. We all have some problems, many problems. We all have many problems. But if we start focusing on the solution rather than problem, then it will make balance.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Aishi. Thank you, Kartama. Next question is like, when we give more emphasis on oneself, people say that she is boasting about herself and selfish and so on. So how to address that?
I already told that self-love is not equated with selfishness. It is about self-discipline. So discipline is not a bad thing. We can make ourselves disciplined. For example, I love my body. I love my eating habits. I'm not taking fast food because it is not good for my health. What other people said is their problem. So don't bother about that. You know that fast food is not good for your health. So this is about self-discipline. People are saying, thoda sa le lo, take it small amount of that, but you know that this is not good. This affects you in a negative way. So this is bad for you. This is self-love actually. Discipline is not a bad thing. So don't bother about other people. What other people say. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना.
ठीक है, ma'am. Participants, the feedback form is put in the chat box. Kindly look into that. And other question it's Redmi. I don't know. Please go ahead with your question. The one who has the question here, sir or ma'am.
Next person.
Next person with the question, please go ahead with your question.
Dr. Rupa.
Dr. Rupa. Yes. Dr. Rupa?
Yes, ma'am. Is it audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Ma'am, sorry I joined your session a little late, but I would like to hear from you because you're very genuine in your answer and experience and sharing with us. My question is that when you started and you realized the shift of style of living without self-love and with self-love, have you felt, ups and down in this wave? Or when you understood this mindfulness and not expecting from people, you suddenly shifted from self-love graph going up and all the time? Am I clear in my question, ma'am?
Rama ma'am, can you give the answer of this question?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Have you heard my question and got my point, what I wanted to ask you?
Not very much clear. Please repeat it again.
In one line, I would like to ask, and when you started self-love, this graph always went up, or sometimes you felt that you lost also what you have learned, mindfulness and all, and then you again went back to a loss of this feeling of self-love. Again, you tried and, up your graph of self-love.
Rama ma'am?
Yes, I'll answer. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Dr. Rupa, it is like once you start loving yourself, you don't go to that exact zero level and all. Okay, there will be a small one step, only small, but you will not go at this to the starting level. You will not. Yeah, your growth is already started because of your self-love. Okay, and when there is when somebody is going to hurt you or something, you will not go so much. For that second or a few minutes only, you will feel it, and you will raise up and come immediately because you've structured yourself that way.
Right. Applying the things what Madam told is going to improve by and by. And
it's a matter of practice, I can say.
Yes, right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, one second. There was a question also. Somebody was asking the previous question. Veena, the previous question somebody asked you. I think Ayushi.
Huh.
Yes, Ayushi. Can I
Yes,
add?
ma'am.
Can you repeat that question once again if there is time?
Can I?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. My question was, as ma'am told just now, or as it is said that we shouldn't expect anything out of it. But when we are working for society or when we are doing any social service, of course, we are working towards to change something which is wrong. So what in that case? Of course, there is an expectation. There is an expectation for shift from the bad to good.
Yeah, your meaning is about the society.
Yes, ma'am. Like we expect it to change, or when we are working for it, we expect a lot, ma'am.
See, Aishi, this society is not you, me, or this small group. Our society is a huge one, and a lot of political people also into it. So we cannot expect. So most of the time, as I think in my personality development classes, I would tell to my students always, whatever you expect from others, you just be like that. So when you start changing yourself of what you expect from others and the people who are next to you, at least the percentage will start increasing little by little.
Sure.
Okay. So I think many a time they will say, ma'am, this person is taking so much of, bribery and all. I said, when you come to that position, you don't take bribery. This is the way we have to move on. We needn't blame others. We will change ourselves. Let others be like that. Right? And one more thing, let's not expect as ma'am says. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, for volunteering to answer for that question. And we have a interesting question from Ekta Chabriya. There are times when we have our in-laws, I guess, and comments at that time aren't handled too well by us. We become emotional. How to handle such situations?
It is not in-laws, it is low.
Oh, lows. I'm sorry. Probably my mindset was with that. So.
Law and in-law both create problems sometimes. That's why
both laws and in-laws are problematic, I guess. I don't know.
Exactly, you're very right. So, what is the question exactly?
There are times when we have laws and comments at that time aren't handled too well. It applies to both laws and in-laws as well. And the comments at that time aren't handled too well by us, and we become emotional. How to handle such situations?
We are very emotional because we are human beings, so emotions are with us. But if we're aware about our emotions, what is wrong, what is right, and what we think, I said, don't be judgmental. I think, no, don't judgmental. So if we judge other person in that way that he is doing something wrong or he shouldn't do like that or that, it creates problem. That elevates our negative emotions. But if we start focusing on our emotions or without being judgmental, we can control our emotions, I think. Rama ma'am can answer this question.
Ma'am, nothing like that. Your answer is correct. It's only that, Ekta, that is when you're feeling low, when there are comments that are coming on, just ignore them, okay? Or I actually told you, move away from that place.
Exactly. Don't be judgmental.
That's it, okay? After some time, when you become all right, it will, because of your self-love, automatically you will, the huge mountain becomes a small molehill, okay? That's it. Yes.
Next question is from Gayatri Bhaskar ma'am. Gayatri Bhaskar ma'am, can you please unmute yourself and ask the question?
Yeah, very good evening. I'm Gayatri Bhaskar. Yeah, my question is, if the students are actually, I'm handling reports a lot of students. Some teacher are, most of them are demotivating when you are giving a self-love, self-affection, everything. But teachers, other teachers are demotivating the students, where the students are not liking that. They're going on depression and they are going on emotional instability. How to bring that type of the students to self-love?
I think this is a very common problem. I'm also facing this problem. This is a very much. I think this is my problem. So,
because I have 50 students in this set, but
yeah.
my co-colleague is not understanding. No, ma'am, they are not capable of this. When they telling like this.
Exactly same situation I'm facing.
So as Rama said, society is very big. So I'm unable to give any what I'm saying. You understood my problem actually.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm facing the same.
Both of you just do one thing with that only one person. You can't change all the people. Okay, do the exercise of self-love for them alone. Okay, the inner child healing exercise you can do with them, and you will see everyone being flourished by that automatically.
Rama, I can change that 50 students, but I'm unable to change that one person.
One person you can do. I will teach you an exercise, mindfulness exercise. I'll teach you separately.
Thank you. Okay.
And
thank you.
Yes, thank you, Gayatri ma'am. Thank you, Rama ma'am and Dr. Kavita for this wonderful session we had. It was very interactive, fun. We had laughter, everything, self-love. This is the effect of self-love. Once you start loving yourself, it is contagious. So Thank you, both of you, lovely
Thank
ladies.
you. Thank you,
and,
Veena. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much, Veena
Kavita.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Kavita.
Rama ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you,
thank you.
Suresh
Thank you.
sir.
Participants, thank you so much for being so patiently listening to our sessions, and kindly send your queries and feedback to mywebinarfeedback@gmail.com. Now I request our leader, Suresh Kumar sir, to please place vote of thanks.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Veena. It's my immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks to Dr. Kavita.
Thank you so much, sir.
I see that by seeing the person who is participating, who is more active than the same ways when she was presenting, the same ways he is expressing. So that is another quality I found today. Thank you for a nice presentation. And one more observation in the slides. எங்க தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க படம் காட்டுறதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
नहीं समझ में आया.
There is a colorful slide which I have made it. It is amazing. It is more attractive.
Okay.
Pleasant. Those who are distracted, you are not allowing them to move away from your slides. Because
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
On the valid points to make everyone to love themselves, even for me also. On behalf of the Department of Psychology, American College, Madurai, Madras School of Social Work, Chennai, M.H. Chellamuthi Institute of Mental Health, I record my sincere thanks to you. And on behalf of the team members, I thank you so much. Dear participant, without you, we are nothing. Thank you for your continuous support. We are running, I think, steadily and systematically. It is because of you, and we will reach 1,000 milestone. Thank you so much. We will meet again tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.